Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Dan and welcome. And if you guys have been here before, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing some fishing. As you can see, I got my spinning gear and I am in my waders. We are currently at a very shallow portion of river that I know holds a lot of smallmouth, and that's what we're going to be primarily targeting today. So guys, let's get down to the water and see what we can catch. So we just got down to the water, and to start off with, like I said, got the spinning gear out. I'm going to be throwing around this little juggle minnow. But before I do that, I'm going to slowly and carefully make my way about halfway into this river. So I will catch you guys when I get over there. So it just recently rained here, and this water has came up significantly. So I am about waist deep right now, treading through this water. My tackle bag is completely submerged. I have it in a little waterproof pouch, but it is definitely a lot deeper than it was the other day when I was out here. All right, so as you guys can see, we are about halfway across this river. I have my bait tied on, so guys, let's not waste any more time. Let's get to fishing. All right, so we are ready to make our first cast of the day. I have high hopes that this thing is going to get smashed. Hopefully we can catch a couple fish. Maybe catch a PB, who knows. I know that there's some big fish in here. Oh, we just got hit, guys. There's some big walleye that lurk around in here. Big pike, carp, smallmouth, some largemouth. All different types of species roam these waters. Well, unfortunately, second cast, that poor juggle minnow did not even have a chance. It got bitten off by a toothy critter, and unfortunately, I left my pack of them up in the car, and I do not feel like going all the way back up. So we have decided that we're gonna go with a little 1/8 ounce Ned and a little flatworm. I think we just got a bite, guys. And there's our first fish of the day. I think this might be a really smallmouth. And look at him. There he goes. We're on, guys. Another little smallmouth. They are super aggressive and still so much fun to catch. Tiny little smallmouth. He engulfed that little flatworm. Oops. See you later, buddy. I think we just got bit, guys, and we are on. Hopefully we didn't cause that fish too much harm, but there he is. We managed to get that hook dislodged. There he goes. There's a fish. Was not paying attention for him, and this feels like a good smallie too. Try to wipe the lens off. This seems like a little bit better of a fish too. So much fun. I love coming down pressured bodies of water. This feels like a good fish, whatever it is. These fish are just so strong. Was that a catfish? Caught a catfish. Was not expecting that. Well, there he is. Was not expecting to catch a catfish on the flatworm, but things like that happen, I guess, when you're fishing in a river. I always try to be so precautious when handling these fish too, because I've been spiked by them and it is not fun. It hurts so bad, but we're gonna get him back in the water. Ooh. Even though it's not what we're after, still a lot of fun catching anything. I'm out here, you know, middle of a river, nobody's around to bother me. Always just a great time. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cast this net around a little bit longer, and I may switch over to a Rapala or a lipless crankbait. See if maybe some vibration, some rattling will get these fish fired up. There's a fish. Right as soon as I said I was gonna change up, and we are on again. Feels like another decent fish. I don't think anything giant, but that would be another little smallie. We're loving that little flatworm. You gotta love when your waterproof case decides to not be waterproof anymore. That is always fun. Alrighty. Anyways, let's go ahead and throw on, I think we're gonna go with this lipless crankbait. You know what, actually, let's go down with this Rapala. All right, so we are now tied up with this little Rapala countdown. Hopefully we can get a couple bigger bites before we gotta get out of here. I may throw on that rattle trap for a while. There's a fish. Oh, and he is off. That did not take long at all with that little Rapala. There's a fish. I think that may be the fish that we're looking for. He feels a lot bigger than the other ones that we hooked up on. Hopefully this isn't another catfish. Be nice to see a big walleye, a pike, or a huge smallmouth. What is that? Is that a walleye? That might be a walleye, guys. I know that they're in here. I know there's big ones around. That is another really big channel catfish. Hey, we'll take it. See if we can get him up here, get him unhooked without getting hurt in the process. Don't do nothing crazy. I'm trying to help you out. I'll get my forceps out. There you go, buddy. I will see you later. All right, so we are now tied up. Got a little bit of vibration and rattle in the water. Maybe we can wake some of these fish up. Kind of just gonna burn this thing across the top. Oh, as soon as I tie the rattle trap on, I am on a fish. Doesn't seem big, but nonetheless, that is another fish for the day. All right, let's get you unhooked. There you go. See you later. We are on another fish on the rattle trap. They are crushing this thing. ton of little smallmouth. It's like I'm out here microfishing today, huh? Super quick side note while I have you here and I'm thinking about it, I'm a firm believer in going out and having fun, but I also believe that you need to be safe while doing it. Today, I mean, I'm literally in chest deep water, out in the middle of a river, wading around, catching fish. I feel super confident and comfortable out here, but that doesn't mean things can't happen. Just take the, 5 minutes, go ahead and call a family member, let them know where you are and what time you're gonna be home. I thought that is something that is not talked about a lot and that I really want to shed some light on. Anyways, let's get back to fishing. All right, so this is the last thing that we're gonna be throwing here before we go ahead and switch gears. I'm gonna go get changed and we're gonna head to a pond maybe only 10 to 15 minutes away from me and try to target some largemouth bass. Here goes nothing. I'm only gonna throw this around for maybe 10 minutes before we get out of here. Don't have a ton of hope that we are gonna hook up, but you never know. I will say that this thing casts a football field. Oh my goodness. That seemed like a bit better of a fish and he missed it. We are 0 for 4 on the old spook. Guys, we just saved this little butterfly. What's up, buddy? Gotta get your wings dry, huh? I'm gonna actually sit you on my other GoPro here. Let you dry off. There we go. We are on. I won't even lie. I missed 9 fish in order to hook up on this spook. My gosh. That was a grind. I was determined to finally get one on this thing. I did not want to leave here without getting one, at least one. Oh my gosh. And there he goes. That was actually a better smallie too. All right, guys, I am giving up on the spook. I've casted it more times than I can count. I missed probably 15 plus fish, hooked into that one that spit the hook right next to me. But we got a little bit of a walk back. I gotta be really careful, make sure I'm stepping in the right location. I don't trip or fall or anything like that. Plus, I gotta be super careful because we still have our little butterfly friend hanging on for dear life. So, gotta get him back to land too. Not just me on this boat. All right, I'll catch you guys when I get back there. Okay, so me and the homie up here have made it back to shore and we are going to go get dried off and head to our next location. All right, guys, we are back and we are at our second and final location of the day. So originally my plan was to come here, throw a couple lures I've never thrown before, maybe flip a jig, go around the entire pond and just try a bunch of different tactics. But instead, we're gonna go easy, Texas rig Senko, and I'm just gonna try to get bit. We definitely just got bit. We're on very awkward hook set, but we are on a fish. Very tight quarters here. Doesn't seem big. Okay. Oh boy, here we go again with the small fish. Ain't much. He's a little fatty. This is the last location for the day. If nothing happens here, I'm gonna call it quits. Until next time. maybe something miraculous will happen. Kind of looks like there's a whopper plopper in the water right there. I'm actually gonna try to hook that. If that's a whopper plopper, that'd be awesome. Okay, that's definitely a whopper plopper. No freaking way. Get that whopper plopper out of there. No way, guys. I just found a freaking whopper plopper in here. The bone color too, and it's an actual whopper plopper, not a knockoff. I might gotta throw it on. Nah, the hooks are all rusted off. But still, I'm gonna keep that, put some new hooks on it, and I'm gonna fish it. I'm gonna throw it in my box. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this evening. And even though we didn't catch anything giant today, we caught a bunch of fish, a bunch of smallmouth, a couple catfish, and that small largemouth that was on the other side of this pond. I think this pond that I'm fishing right now, it used to hold a lot of big fish. I think it still does, but the quantity I don't think is there anymore. I've been seeing 6 or 7 massive snapping turtles, and there's actually one right behind me. He's right there where those bubbles just came up, and that is a big snapping turtle. And I'm wondering if they are kind of depleting the bass population in this pond. But anyways, like I said, nothing giant today. Had a lot of fun, did it safely, and we got ourselves a whopper plopper. But hey, if you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like, and if you want to come along with me on more fishing adventures, subscribe to my page. Until next time guys, my name is Dan, and welcome back to Big Body Bassin'.